Okay, cool. So one of the interesting things um, of programming is that there is not just one way to do the things. You can do the things in many ways. Same thing can be achieved by many different ways. And in fact, the way you structure your programs um, depends on how you think. So each program for me is a bit like poesy. Like each program shows how the person thinks, and that's really interesting. The logic shows us how the mind of the person works, and that's really interesting. In fact, I can guess or I can know many times who is the person who has written a code just by how it's written. So don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to code, or don't be afraid like in a way like, oh, is my way the right way? The thing is that there are infinite ways to do the same thing. So we try to learn and we try to choose ways that are optimal and work well, but could be many other ways. Um, it is a balance. We want to create something. Um, we have to also estimate the costs. So doesn't make sense to spend 10 hours for a Hello World program. Doesn't make sense. But in other cases, different logic can make your company get more money. So, okay, let's show how to do the things in a different way. For example, in print small 3, instead of doing this, we could have done just like that, which probably is more clear. So instead of having so many prints, I will have just one print. Okay. Okay. I missed the parentheses. We can do this to break the lines. As print is a function, and everything which is between parentheses, we can just break with plus. If we had to split one line which is not inside a function, inside parentheses, so we will do with this thing to break a line. I can show you this later. Okay. So if we run our program now, oh, what happened? It seems, let's go back. It seems like it's not jumping the line. Okay, what's going on? So this is what's going on. What's going on is that when we just print, like in this case, Python automatically adds a jump of line, a new line at the end. But if we print like this, it just prints this, and just after it prints this. So there is no jump of line. So I'm going to show how is a jump of line. If you put a slash n, then this means that we will have a jump of line. So we are going to fix this. Okay, so it works now. I'm Control C, I'm breaking it. Okay, so another way to do the same is to do this. Okay, this is another way to do the same. Cause sorry, I miss here. Cause the plus sync serves to concatenate strings or to some like numeric values, but string with string. Okay, so it works. What we are gonna do is like keep in the same way for consistency. Okay. And now finally we can do this in a different way. So what we can do for example is say, okay, S3, this is a trick to show that that will be a string equals this. In this case we have to add, as I said, because we are not inside parentheses of a function call. All right, so what I'm gonna do is 1, 2, 3. What I'm gonna do is link this so it's more nice. Okay, and at the end I will print S3. This is exactly the same. What is the advantage of working with strings like that? That normally we are not gonna print. We want the functions to return things so we can reuse it. So I'm gonna refactor this. Refactor, rename. I'm gonna call it get small 3. And refactor will replace all the usage where this method was. So in here we are using print. I will do the refactor, so now it's get small 3. Okay, so now we are not going to return it. And this new line, okay, we will add this new line as this. Okay, so what we are gonna do now is return this variable. And what that means is that here, where we are calling get small 3, we are not gonna print because there is no print. I'm gonna show. Okay, no, it's not printing the small 3s. And it's not printing the small 3s because it's returning in a string. So what I'm gonna do is like, okay, S3 equal get small 3. So the results of this method, whatever is returned, will be asynced. So this variable will be returned, and we will associate to this variable in here, and we will print in here. I will call small 3 because it makes more sense. Small 3, small 3. Okay. So now if we run, we will have back our small 3. Cool.